The power of nature. The power of Earth. Join our trip to the first hours of a volcanic eruption. Watch how new Earth is being formed and find out everything you need to know for your own visit to the new eruption site of the Fagradalsfjall volcanic system on the Reykjanes Peninsula of Iceland. We just got the news that a volcano here on Iceland erupted. So we're thinking about going back to Reykjavik more quick, because maybe we can watch this volcano erupting. It's very exciting. We as well felt a lot of earthquakes in the days before already. So yeah, now it erupted. You guys might be wondering why I am sitting in a car and not on a motorcycle, why I am driving through rivers, and before all, maybe you are also wondering why I am in Iceland. But the answer to these questions will take a little bit more time, and I promise I will answer them soon. For now, let's concentrate on what just happened. A volcano erupted, only a few kilometers from where I currently am. So for me it was pretty clear what to do. Let's get closer to the volcano and find out if we can see something of the eruption. The volcano is super close to Reykjavik. It's as well super close to the airport, and we only have 3 days left here, so we hope that we can as well fly out of Iceland again. We don't know anything yet, if there's a lot of ash in the air or limited view. The only news is that the volcano is erupted. At that point of time, information about the new eruption in Iceland were pretty rare. The only thing we knew was that the eruption happened very close to another volcano that erupted already in 2021. So we did the only thing that seemed reasonable to us. We drove back to Iceland's capital Reykjavik to get closer to the eruption site and called a helicopter company to find out if you can visit the volcano from the air. New days, new adventures, and you probably hear it in the background. This is helicopter noise, and I will fly in a helicopter for the first time in my life because we're gonna go to the volcanic eruption site. Iceland is considered very geologically active, which means that earthquakes and volcanic eruptions are quite frequent. Two tectonic plates, the North American and Eurasian plates, are slowly drifting apart by approximately 2 centimeters a year, and this tension of the plates causes a lot of seismic activity, particularly in the southwest of Iceland and the highlands. There are 32 volcanic systems in Iceland that include around 130 volcanoes. Some are dormant, others are classified as active, and a few erupt frequently enough to be closely monitored. Locals say that you can witness a volcanic eruption about every 5 years in Iceland. That's our vehicle for today. One way to visit a volcanic eruption is flying to it by helicopter. Because we were so early and short after the eruption started, it was not really clear if there was an accessible hiking path, so we decided to first get a look from the air. If you want to book a helicopter flight to the eruption site too, just call the helicopter operators directly. If you book a flight over a travel agency, you easily pay around 500 euros instead of 350 per person like we did. So this is it, a few seconds before taking off and before loud. The helicopter airport is only 7 minutes from Reykjavik city center, and the flight to the eruption site takes about 10 minutes. In total, we spent 45 minutes in the helicopter and arrived 15 minutes prior our flight. Within an hour, we were able to fly back and forth from Reykjavik and see a volcanic eruption. Seeing the volcano erupting was impressive, but when flying over the eruption site, we as well saw that already many people had hiked directly to the volcano. One helicopter flight later, I am now driving to the parking of the eruption site, which is the parking from the last eruption of the volcano, and I will meet someone there who is doing the hike with me. It's supposed to be, I think, like a 2-hour hike going there, 2 hours back, so 4 hours round trip. It's now 7 in the evening, so I will be there around 8. So we hopefully will see the sun set at the eruption site. In 2021, the Fagradalsfjall volcanic system erupted on the Reykjanes Peninsula only about an hour drive south of Reykjavik, just next door to the international airport and to famous sites like the Blue Lagoon. The new eruption site is right next to the one from 2021, so you can use the already existing parking infrastructure. Meanwhile, there are several trails, but the most straightforward trailhead to the new eruption site starts right on Route 427. Just Google Geldingadalur Volcano Free Parking 1 to know where to head. Or check the information below this video. I will drop you the coordinates of the trailhead there. Once on Route 427, you can't miss the parking though. As long as the volcano is erupting, there will be enough other people wanting to do the same hike like you do. And here's my company for today. Martin is gonna hike with me. Martin is a fellow motorcycle traveler who decided on this same morning to ride to the volcanic eruption from Lake Mývatn, that is several hundreds kilometers away, and who was crazy enough to join the volcano adventure. You can follow his journeys on Instagram under the name World Spins as Fast as We Ride. Professionals at work. Martin filming for the big volcano excursion. And we're getting close, guys. Do you see the smoke? The hike to the new eruption site takes about 1.5 to 2 hours, and you have to walk up a few switchbacks and cross several fields of big stones. Even though many people do this hike, don't come unprepared. Here are the most important tips for the volcanic hike. Number 1. Unlike our trail running shoes, I can highly recommend to wear proper hiking boots with ankle support for the areas with bigger loose rocks. Number 2. Even if the sun is shining, be prepared for the always changing weather in Iceland and bring warm and waterproof clothes. The best weather app in Iceland is called Vedur. Check the forecast for rain and wind. Number 3. Many people were doing their hike with trekking poles. Regarding some of the areas with more loose rocks, this can be a very good idea, especially if you are not an experienced hiker. And number 4. Bring a headlamp if you plan to visit a volcano in the evening like us. The chances are pretty high that your return hike will be in complete darkness. Do you hear that noise? How cool is that? Lava noise made by Martin. And then we saw what we came for. Oh my gosh. Look, that's Martin. And that's the lava. Oh my god, we're so close, guys. It's crazy. Even though I had seen the eruption site from the air, There was no comparison to seeing the lava shooting out in big fountains up close. I was starstruck, like I had not been in a very long time, by the humbling beauty of the erupting volcano. So, how do you like the volcano?
It's awesome, look at it.
It's really a crazy experience, no?
You can't take an image, it's just awesome.
So if you ever have a volcano close by, it's so worth it to hike to it. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
You can actually hike right to the side of the new lava field, but make sure not to get too close. Don't get on the new lava or do something similar stupid. On site there will be several people of the Icelandic search and rescue team. Always listen to their instructions if there are any. Bye bye volcano. It was nice to meet you. Beautiful little thing. On our way back we decided to take a different route and walk on the side of the lava field of the eruption from 2021. The route was actually much easier than the one over the rock fields above, because the surface turned out to be much more smooth. This was not the official route though, that the search and rescue team marked with poles. So pay special attention if walking where we walked is still allowed at your time of traveling. So now we're walking back different way than we came, here on the real lava fields of the last eruption. Actually, this is the crater of the last eruption. And if you ask me, the noise that lava makes when walking on it sounds like walking on cornflakes or cereals.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun.
We returned to the parking lot way past 1 a.m. in the morning, and the volcano was still erupting, forming new earth.
Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
After the helicopter flight, I had been wondering if the hike was really worth it. When seeing the volcano eye to eye, I knew though that taking this hike is a unique experience that you should not miss out on. If you need to decide between a helicopter flight and a hike, choose the hike. Yes, it might be exhausting, but it is for free and much more impressive. Don't forget, you might only do this once in a lifetime if you are not Icelandic. Guys, I hope you are as excited about my volcano visit as I am. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and comment, and subscribe to my channel to get more awesome travel content in the future. I will take another week off from posting, but will be back here on the channel after my summer break on the 25th of August with a live chat. Find all information below in my pinned comment, and if you have already questions that you want me to answer in the chat, drop them under my pinned comment. Hope to see all of you soon.